Chris the Dice DJ here, and in today's video we're going to be going over a strategy called the 3-point molly. Now the premise behind this strategy is you have your pass line bet, and then you're going to utilize the come to make 3 points. So basically you bet pass line, assuming this is a $10 table, and we're going to do a basic version of it first with single odds. And then I will make another video with max odds behind and on the come bets. But for right now, we're going to just do single odds. So $10 bet, $10 in odds. And then on the come, we're also going to do $10 bet. And then when it gets to a number, $10 in odds. But the way it works is $10 pass line bet. So I'll just grab some dice. Let's get a point going. Six will be the point. So that'll go on. All right. Then you're going to put $10 in odds behind, and you're going to put $10 in the come. Now on the come, it acts almost as like a hedge of sorts, because on a 7 you do get paid on the come, as well as an 11 you get paid. So 7 and 11 you get paid here. 2, 3, 12, the craps numbers, you lose this bet and you would have to replace it. So we have $10 in the come and 7. So in this example here, we would lose the pass line and the odds. We would get paid there. Now, just to explain the full strategy without the dice for a second, $10 in the come or in the pass line. Let's say 6 was our point, right? You're gonna put single odds behind, and you're gonna put $10 in the come. Say the next roll is a 9. This come bet would travel to the 9. Now this is a contract bet from the come. You cannot take this bet down. Same thing with the pass line. You can't pull the pass line down once the point's established, or altogether for that matter. But for the come bet here, this is contract. So you can't pull this down, but you are putting single odds on this. So you can pull the odds down, but you can't pull the base bet on 9. So you put single odds on, and you put another $10 in the come. Let's say the 5 is rolled. That would travel there, and you would put in again another $10 in odds. And now you're looking for these numbers to hit. Let's say the 5 hits, right? So the way you would get paid on the 5 is you get 1-to-1 on the front. And the come bet works very similar to a pass line, actually the exact same way. So on the back with single odds, you'd be getting 3-to-2. So you get $15 for your $10 odds bet. All right. Now, the whole premise is 3-point molly. So once you hit one of your numbers, you're going to come back in the come, and you're going to put another $10 and get another come bet up top. So you're looking to always have 2 come bets and then your pass line bet. Now, let's say, we'll just leave these up. Let's say you have this, and let's say a shooter hits their point, right? So let's say they hit the 6. You would get paid on the 6. You wouldn't have your odds out there right now. Now at this time, your odds, when the puck is off, your odds are considered off, all right? So if a 7 was rolled, you would win on the pass line. You would lose this bet here on the base, but you would get your odds back. Same thing goes if a 9 was rolled. You wouldn't be getting paid on your odds, but you would get paid 1-to-1 on the base on the 9 there. So that's basically how the strategy works. 3-point molly. Let's hop over onto the table. Let's get some bankroll counted out, and let's roll it out. All right, so I have a $200 bankroll counted out here. As usual, I will have our base bankroll here, and then any profits and stuff will go in this rack here. So, first part of the bet, $10 on the pass line. Shooter will get the dice, and we're looking for them to establish a point. 12 craps would be a loser on the pass line, so this would come down and we would have to replace it. 6 easy. That'll be our point. All right, so 6 is our point. We're gonna go single odds behind, and we're gonna go $10 in the come here. 6 easy. That's a winner. So puck would come off. This bet would travel to the 6 because the come follows the next number that's rolled. So even if it is the point, it still travels to that number. We would get paid on the pass line here. So we get single in the front, and then we get 6 to 5 in the back. So we have $10, so we win 12. All right, so we're gonna rack this. We have our pass line there. We have the come bet. Now we are gonna put odds on this, but we're gonna leave them for right now because since the puck is off, the odds are off. So we don't really have to put it there. If you wanna put it there, you can, but I'm just gonna wait till the puck's back on just to go. So shooter looking for a point. 7. All right, so if you did have odds, you would get the odds returned to you. Now, this 6 comes down, it's a loser on here. However, we do get paid on the pass line, so doesn't really do too much to us other than we lost this number. Now, if you did have multiple numbers, you would lose all of them. So luckily we only had the one number there, but we'll put this in our rack for now, and we're just looking for a point. 10 hard, that'll be our point. 10 goes on, single odds behind, and $10 in the come. 2 aces. So that is a loser in the come. Craps numbers 2, 3, 12 are a loser. So we do have to replace that. 8 hard. So this 8 will travel here, right? We're gonna put another $10 in the come and $10 in odds. So now we're looking for this come bet to travel up here, and then we're looking to hit because that'll be our 3 points, 3-point molly. 8, easy 8. All right, so what happens here is this bet will be coming down to get paid. This bet will travel back to the 8 because we just hit it, right? So I'm gonna break this off into 2 stacks so it's easier to see the payout. So you get 1 to 1 on the bottom, and then just like the pass line odds, you get 5 to 6 on the back. So you get $12 for your 10, right? So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this, we're gonna put the single odds back on the 8. We're gonna go back in the come because we only have 2 points right now. We have the 8 and we have the 10 with our pass line. So we're gonna go back in the come, and then we will rack the rest of this. 5, no field 5. So our bet now will travel to the 5. We're gonna put another $10 in odds on it. And we have our 3 points. Now we're looking to hit those numbers. 4 easy, doesn't matter for us. 8, easy 8. All right, so we have our 8. And break it apart again. 1 to 1 on the front, and then 5 to 6 on the odds. So now that we have only 2 points, we're gonna go back in the come. We'll rack the rest of this. And we're, again, looking to hit these numbers and get this one on another box number. 5, no field 5, but that's good for us. It is a winner for us since we have the come bet. Now again, I'm gonna pull this down. That's gonna get paid. This is gonna travel to the 5. So now on this 5, we get 1 to 1 on the front, right? So $10. And then on the back, you're getting 3 to 2, so 15. And we are going to rack this, come back in the come here, And off that winning, we will also put $10 in odds on our 5. And shooter has the dice. 10 easy. All right. So that's a winner on the pass line. Puck would come off. This bet is going to travel to the 10. Now we're going to get paid on the pass line. So 1-to-1 on the front, and then you get 2-to-1 on the back. So you get paid there. We will rack all of this up. And we have our pass line. Again, odds we'll put on after the point's established. And same shooter looking for a new point. 10 easy. All right, so the way this works is 10 would come on. Since we have this bet here, we get paid on this, so 1-to-1. So we'd win this, and this would come down. All right. Now, we're not going to rack this because we're going to go, again, single odds behind, and we only have 2 points right now, the 5 and the 10. So we need our come bet here to get our 3rd point up. 3 craps. It's a loser in the come, so this would come down, and we would have to put another $10 in. Yo, 11. So 7 and 11 are winners in the come, so we would get paid here. So we'll just rack that and leave our come bet there. And 7 out. All right, so we lose the 5 and our pass line and odds. We do get paid in the come here. So we'll take this and rack it. I think that was our first shooter, so good roll there for our first shooter with this 3-point Molly system. And let's do another shooter. So we're going to go with $10 on the pass line. Say we got a new shooter looking for a point. 12 craps. Dice rolled, but it was a 12. That's a loser on the pass line, so we need to replace that. Four easy. That'll be our point. So we're gonna go $10 in the come, and then again single odds behind. 6 easy. So this is going to travel to the 6. We're going to go another $10 in the come and $10 in odds. 3 craps. Loser in the come here. So we do need to replace that. 2 craps. Again, loser in the come. We're just going to replace it. 9, center field 9. So this is going to travel to the 9 out of 5s here. So I'm going to take from this rack. Now, this is where we don't want the 7 or big red because this is how we have like a max loss on this type of system. Now, we did hit 2 craps numbers in a row, which is not good, obviously. But right now, we're really trying to hit either the 4, 6, or 9. 5, no field 5. 10 easy. 5, no field 5 again. 7 out. So this is not what we want to see because puck comes off and we lose all of these bets here. So we have some money in our rack. That was 2 shooters. Let's do one more here so we can show how it works. So we're going to go $10 on the pass line. Shooter's looking for a point. 5, no field 5. That'll be our point. We go $10 in the come again and single odds behind. Shooter has the dice. 5. right back on that 5. All right, so puck comes off. This travels up to the 5, and we're going to get paid 1-1 on the front, 3-2 on the back, and we will rack this. Leave our pass line because we're looking for a new point. 4 easy. That'll be our point. If I can get the dice. All right, so puck is on for the 4. Now what we're gonna do is $10 again in the come, $10 in odds on our 5, and single odds behind. So now we have our 2 points. We're looking for the 3rd point to establish our 3-point molly. And 7 out. So we lose these bets here. We will get paid $10 there. Now let's do one more shooter. This will be the last shooter here. Eight hard. Be our point. So we're gonna go $10 in the come and single odds behind. 8 hard again. Right back on that 8. All right, so come bet's gonna travel to the 8, and we're gonna be getting paid single, and then 5-6 on the back. And what we will do is we will rack all of this, and are waiting for that shooter to establish a new point. 3 craps. Loser on the pass line, so we gotta replace it. 5, no field 5. Be our point. So we're gonna go single odds behind. We have to add our odds to our 8, and we're coming back in the come here. 5. Right back on that 5. All right, so puck is off. Come bet travels to the 5, and we're getting paid 1-1 and 3-2. So we will rack this. We have our pass line there. We're looking for a point. 4 easy. Be our point. Odds on the 5, single odds, and then single odds behind. And again, we're looking to hit some of these numbers. 4. Right back on that 4. All right, so 4 easy. That's our point. So we're gonna get paid 1-1 on the front and 2-1 on the back. We will rack all of this for right now. We have our pass line set up, and shooter's looking for a point. 8, easy 8, that'll be our point. All right, so like I said before, the odds are off on these numbers. So the $10 in odds would basically get returned to us, and then we're only gonna get paid 1-1 on the base bet there. That was our initial come bet. So we're gonna take this, we're going to add odds again behind, didn't put my puck on, and then we're gonna come back in the come there with $10. And shooter has the dice. 6 easy. All right, so our come's gonna travel to the 6, and we're gonna go with $10 in odds. 8, easy 8. It's another point hit for our shooter. So we're gonna get paid 1-1 again, and then 5-6 in the back. And we're gonna rack that up. And puck is off, shooter's looking for a new point. 10 easy, that'll be our point. So we're gonna go again, single odds behind the 10. We have our 3 points set up. Looking to hit them. 4 hard. Doesn't matter for us. And 7 out. Dice rolled there, but it was a 7. So not ideal there because we do lose all of these. But shooter did make us some money there, which is good. So we did a couple shooters there. You kind of saw how a long roll, how it kind of pays off, and then also how this strategy can get a little costly if you establish your 2 points or even 3 points and then a 7 comes. So kind of a wide range of rolls there, kind of show you how the whole strategy works all together. And let's count this up, see how we did. So we had $200 to start. All right, so $200 to start. So 100, 200, 205, and then this is $20. So $225 total. So for those 4 shooters, $25 profit. Not a big win, but it's also not a big loss. So worked out. You could see how it's rolled out, and again, there's a good array of different rolls there and different scenarios within the strategy. So this is the 3-point Molly with single odds. Again, I'll make another video with like max odds with the same system, but that's a 3-point Molly, single odds. I wouldn't really say it's a beginner strategy. If you are a beginner and you want to use it, you can. But it does take a lot of like paying attention, table awareness, making sure you're putting your odds on your bets, making sure you're betting the come so you have your 3 points all set up. But that's the strategy. I typically don't play a strategy like this, but I do want to show it to you guys so you do have it in your arsenal for when you go to the craps table. Again, 3-point Molly, single odds. Thank you guys for watching. If you liked the video, drop a comment, give me a like, subscribe to the channel. Also drop in the comments whatever other strategies you want to see rolled out, and I'll try to do those as quickly as possible. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.